Namaste, welcome to shailaji.com. I'm Shaila Vasunath. Today I'll be doing on a lighter topic that is postpositions or prepositions in English. You've been watching a lot of my grammar videos. I've been doing deep grammar, a lot of important grammar areas I had covered. And today I will be doing this also somewhat like karak or conjunctions. So that way this also would be helpful in connecting the sentences and making simple sentences. These words when we use, maybe sometimes we don't require a proper verb also, like root verbs. Maybe hai is there, but otherwise sometimes ped par bandar hai. So if we say that, it's understood that is there, but then also big verbs, not much required in that. So that way we, at the initial stage of learning Hindi, we can do with that before we introduce with the base verbs. So let me start with this. Now I have given you postpositions and prepositions. You might be wondering what is the difference between these two. In Hindi we call it as postposition, and in English we call it as prepositions. Why? Why do we call it like that? Because post itself means later, and pre means before, in advance, before. So that is the difference there. So as I'm doing it for you, you'll understand why I meant it post and pre. Now let me in Hindi we call it as Sambandha Suchak or Sambandha Bodhak. Both are there, both are used commonly. So anything which gives you a connection, like the ka, ke, ki, like because here also you use that ka, ke, ki. That's why ka we don't use, but we use ke and ki. So that in karak you would have read Sambandha karak. Like that it was there, so it gives a connection. So it is here also. This is called Sambandha Suchak, which refers the connection, or Sambandha Bodhak, both mean the same. Now let me tell you the definition part. Sanya Sarvanam ke baad. So after Sanya and Sarvanam प्रयुक्त होकर, सर्वनाम के बाद प्रयुक्त होकर वाक्य के संज्ञा सर्वनामों के साथ संबंध बताते हैं. That is, it is used after. संज्ञा सर्वनाम के बाद प्रयुक्त होकर, प्रयुक्त होना means it is used after a noun or a pronoun. वाक्य के, then in that sentence संज्ञा या सर्वनाम के साथ, with that, के साथ is with that संबंध बताते हैं. It tells you what relationship it has. So that also it shows. So that is why it is called Sambandha Suchak, or the prepositions or postpositions. Now let me give you an example here. Ghadi दीवार पर है. Now here you see you have two nouns here. दीवार, after the noun you have a Sambandha Suchak, that is par. Par means on. This it is actually in karak also, but par we use it for preposition also, like how you have in English in, on, from, all that. So ghadi दीवार पर है. So when we say that clock is on the wall, now you see here before the noun it has come here. On what it is there? On the wall. So before the wall on has come, but here if you see after the wall on has come after. So this is why here we call it post position. So it is positioning after the noun, and there it is preposition because it's positioning before the noun. So that is the difference. So in Hindi we call it as post position, Sambandha Suchak. So now in this post position, always we have, with the post position we always have a K or ki, and sometimes, it's very rarely used, we have say. That is very less. Maximum we use K or ki. Now I have given a lot of sentences, and I have given you examples also as sentences. You will know where we use what. I have given you the word, I have given you the meaning, and I have given you the sentence. Let us go with it. Ke baad. Ke baad means after. 9 baje ke baad aao. So come after 9 o'clock. Okay, 9 baje ke baad aao. Come after 9 o'clock. Ke pehle means before. Ke pehle means before. See here how I've given ke. So ke pehle is before. 1 baje ke pehle khao. See, very good information. Actually, I'm using this khao, aao, jao. What kind of grammar form is it? Do you know that? I have already done it. I hope you would remember. If not, if you come newly to this channel and you're suddenly watching this, means please do subscribe my channel so that you keep getting my notification, and also you'll be getting my videos to you. You can go through it. Now, here I have already done, if you're my old subscriber, I have already done this. Aao, khao, all that come as imperative. Okay, they are imperatives. We use it as order, request. So that is this. Now 1 baje ke pehle khao, that means eat before 1 o'clock. So that's a good habit to eat before 1 o'clock. Now ke saath, with or along with. के साथ with or along with. दोस्त के साथ बाहर जाओ. दोस्त के साथ, दोस्त means friend. के साथ with, बाहर जाओ. Go outside, go out with your friend. So with friend. के बिना means without. शक्कर के बिना चाय मत पियो. So शक्कर के बिना, without sugar. Shakkar is sugar. Shakkar, there's another word चीनी also. शक्कर के बिना चाय मत पियो. Chai means tea, mat means don't, piyo drink. So P is the verb. It is given in the request form, imperative form, so it is piyo. So mat, always don't comes in imperative form only. So शक्कर के बिना चाय मत पियो. Now the next one, के नज़दीक, near. स्कूल के नज़दीक मंदिर है. So नज़दीक is a Urdu word. School के नज़दीक, so near to school. There is what is there? A temple. So school के नज़दीक मंदिर है. A temple is near the school. So I think it's quite easy for you to understand. See here, except for this, there is no separate verb here. Only this is there. So this is what I meant. Simple sentences where it is very easy to understand. I'll go with the remaining postpositions. Now let me continue with the next words. Please do watch the video till the end so that you'll get all kinds of postpositions with the sentences, so that it will be easy for you to speak Hindi or to write good Hindi. Now, ke paas means near. Earlier when I said ke nazdeek, that also is ke paas. Here also it's paas. I'll tell you the difference of this. Ke paas, near. Ghar ke paas ek baag hai. Baag means garden. So now when I'm telling this, I wanted to tell you about a particular thing. See here, suddenly it came in my mind. Now if you see here, this is baag, this is bhag, this is baag. Now see the difference. This is why we should pronounce Hindi very correctly and clearly. That's why when I was doing the letters, I was very particular on the pronunciation because of this. See here, this is baag, this is bhag, this is baag. Second part is giving the pressure sound. So this means garden, this means to run away, and this means tiger. Now see here, if you sound all of the same, we won't know what word you're trying to tell at that place. Ghar ke paas ek baag hai. Now you can say even baag. There is a tiger also you can say, but you should be very clear in your pronunciation. So I just gave you one example there. So ghar ke paas ek baag. Baag means garden. There is a garden near the house. Now that is fine. Now there is another one ke paas, in possession of. That means someone is possessing something, possess. So that is Ram ke paas bahut rupiye hai. So Ram has got lot of money. So to say, that means he possesses in his possession there is lot of money. So that means here it doesn't mean it is near him, it means he has got with him. So Ram के पास बहुत रुपये हैं, so he's got lot of money. Now के ऊपर, above or on top of, घर के ऊपर मुर्गा है. So मुर्गा means cock, murgi is hen. See, I have given lot of nouns where new words where you will be getting familiarized with lot of vocabulary. So घर के ऊपर, on top of the house, there is a what? Cock. So cock is on above the house. It means cock is above the house. के नीचे, below or under. मेज के नीचे बिल्ली है. So मेज के नीचे. So the cat is under the table. मेज means table. के नीचे under, बिल्ली is cat. So cat is under the table. के बाहर. के बाहर means outside. घर के बाहर गाड़ी है. गाड़ी is vehicle. घर के बाहर. So a vehicle is outside the house. Okay, घर के बाहर गाड़ी. गाड़ी means vehicle. के अंदर, inside. So कमरे के अंदर जाओ. Go inside room. कमरा is room. कमरे, because के has come, so it became kamre, but it is only one room, not two. If it is going to be many, it will be kamron ke andar. That means go inside the rooms. So here it is kamre. So kamre one. So kamre ke andar jao means go inside the room. के लिए, for. राम के लिए खाना बनाओ. This के लिए you got even before Sampradhan, but here in post position also we use it. राम के लिए खाना बनाओ. So prepare food for Ram. Okay, खाना बनाओ. बनाओ is prepare. पकाओ is cook. Okay, खाना बनाओ, prepare. के पीछे, behind. Okay, at the back or at behind. महल के पीछे नदी है. So this is not महल, it's महल. So महल के पीछे नदी है. So there is a river. नदी is river. महल is palace. So river is behind the palace. के सामने, in front of. पाठशाला के सामने दुकान है. So पाठशाला is school, दुकान is shop. So पाठशाला के सामने दुकान means shop is in front of the school. के यहाँ, at the place of, that means in that place. गणेश के यहाँ ठहरो. ठहरो. ठहर means stay. The base verb is ठहर. गणेश के यहाँ ठहरो means stay at Ganesh apostrophe s place. Okay, stay at his place. So that is Ganesh ke yahan tehro. Now the next one, ke siva. Ke siva means except. Except Ram ke siva yah kaam aur kaun kar sakta hai? Who can do this work other than Ram? Ram ke siva yah kaam, this work और कौन कर सकता है? Who else could do it? So के सिवा is except him. तो आप जैसे सब्सक्राइबर के सिवा और कौन यह वीडियो देख सकता है? So that way, that is also another sentence. के अलावा, apart from, in addition to. मातृभाषा के अलावा हिंदी सीखो. So मातृभाषा, मातृभाषा is mother tongue. So मातृभाषा के अलावा हिंदी सीखो. So you might have different languages. I mean, you might be speaking different languages. Your mother tongue could be different, but please learn the language which is commonly used all over India. So हिंदी सीखो. सीखो means learn. के बारे में, about, regarding. गांधी जी के बारे में पढ़ो. गांधी जी के बारे में, about him, read about गांधी जी. तो आप शायद मेरे प्रीवियस वीडियो देखे होंगे, तो उसमें गांधी जी के बारे में दिया हुआ है. तो नहीं देखा तो देख लीजिए. के द्वारा, थ्रू. ओके, थ्रू. गोपाल के द्वारा डाक भेजो. सी, गोपाल के द्वारा, थ्रू गोपाल. डाक मीन्स पोस्ट. डाकिया, postman. डाक is post. भेजो means, भेज is the verb. send. Okay, here also I would like to tell you bhej. This is a verb and the other one is bech. Okay, bech. This means send. This is sell. See the difference? Bhej and bech. You should know these differences because Hindi is a language where what you pronounce, you write it. So it's very easy for you. If you know the pronunciation perfectly, you will not do any spelling mistake. As we are telling it, you'll keenly watch how we are pronouncing the word and you would be writing it. So you will not have spelling mistakes also. Now, so I've told you this. Gopal ke dwara डाक भेजो, send it through Gopal, the post. की तरफ, towards, that means denoting a particular place. शहर की तरफ जाओ, शहर की तरफ, go towards the city or go to the city. It means की तरफ means go towards that path. So शहर की तरफ जाओ, go towards the city. Ki or. Now see here, actually there is no much difference. It's this can be used here. This is taraf, your Urdu word. Both are used commonly for the same meaning, but I've given it in different positions explaining to you, but otherwise you can use it here. So shahar ki or jao or shahar ki taraf, very minute difference only. So ki or, same thing, towards, denoting position. The position is it shows meri or dekho, look at me, that is look towards me, that only is meri or dekho. So the next one is ki tarah. Okay, tarah, this is taraf, this is tarah, like, in the manner of, like that we say, something we compare. Ramesh Varun ki tarah gata hai. So Ramesh sings like Varun. Okay, Ramesh Varun ki tarah gata hai. Ramesh sings like Varun. The next one, ki jagah, in the place of. Jagah is place, stan. So ki jagah, in the place of. Peter ki jagah David Delhi jata hai. So who's going instead of whom? Peter ki jagah. So instead of Peter, David Delhi jata hai. David goes to Delhi. So Peter ki jagah David Delhi jata hai. So now I think you have understood how to do this. I've given you sentences also so that you will know where to use those words. It becomes very easy when you do conversation because these words all maximum we use in conversation. Simple conversation also we use. I'll try to do a conversation based on this also, including these words too. These post positions also I'll include and do it. And I hope you have understood and enjoyed this video. Hope we will be doing another video, but not maybe grammar. Next video I might try to do it on conversation because simultaneously I'll be doing for spoken as well as for grammar. Both I will be doing so that you will be able to speak well and improve your Hindi better. Please do like, share and subscribe my channel. Until then, namaste.